Efforts to reinstate the Cal Poly swimming and diving programs have failed. Cal Poly President Jeffrey Armstrong announced that the fundraising effort has, quote, fallen well short of the goal to realistically reinstate the programs. The university made several efforts to continue the swimming and diving programs, including multiple deadline extensions and lowering the threshold of permanent funds to the minimum amounts needed.
After 15 years at the helm of the Cal Poly Athletic Department, Athletic Director Don Oberhelman announced last week that he is retiring. I'm Dylan Foreman, your community reporter in San Luis Obispo, as I had the opportunity to ask why now and what lies ahead. One of President Jeffrey Armstrong's very first hires at Cal Poly was Don Oberhelman, who came over from San Diego State. Last week, Oberhelman announced that it was time to step away into retirement, an announcement he says was in the works for the last few years.
It's purely a family decision. My wife and I had targeted 2025 for a while. My parents retired when they were in their mid-50s and seemed to just have the most wonderful life after retirement.
Oberhelman leaves at an interesting time. On one hand, Cal Poly Athletics is trending upward with student-athlete success across multiple sports shown by their recent Big West Commissioner's Cup trophy, which highlights an athletic department's overall accomplishments across all sports. It also comes at a time when tough decisions have had to be made with the elimination of the swim and dive program due to budget concerns, as well as the changing landscape of college athletics with the House versus NCAA settlement that has had rippling impacts across all sports.
I hate leaving with such change coming and the changes we've had to make, but the time feels right to hand the baton to a new leader. You know, I've been in this sprint for 15 years now. It's time to let somebody else have it. It's time to let somebody else start the race. I'm at the end of it. I'm tired.
Oberhelman will continue in his role until a suitable replacement is found. Since 2011, he has overseen 54 conference championships with student athletes sporting a 93% graduation rate. Meanwhile, his replacement will have to adjust to some of the budget constraints facing CSUs, as well as figure out how to fund an athletic department at a time when name, image, and likeness and player compensation are a must-have for competitive programs.
We are at a great point in terms of our success. With some of the changes coming, I feel like I'm going to put us on the best trajectory we can for that next person to then shepherd us into that next layer of change, what that looks like with the House settlement, the national landscape, what the budget stuff's going to look like. We're going to leave it in the best shape we can for the next person to have a wild success here.
While he announced his retirement, it's still uncertain when his final day will be, but Oberhelman did tell me that he'll still be around in some capacity to help in whatever way he can for the final preparations of the John Madden Football Center, slated to be completed by the early part of 2026. In San Luis Obispo, I'm Dylan Foreman, KSBY News.